A very good evening and welcome to the Hot and Spicy. What are we having tonight? Well, something a bit different again. This big pasta, Pappadelle it is. Anyway, it's a steak ragu, and what that is proper steak. It's not stewing steak. It's because I'm doing tomorrow a rump steak for dinner, and there's 2 in the pack. So one's been chopped up and seasoned in a pan of chili oil and salt and pepper, obviously. Once it's seared and sealed, add some red wine and let it reduce, sort of thing, into a, and add in herbs. I've added herbs. In the chopper I've put 2 ghost chilies, fresh, 2 ghost chilies, 1 Scotch Bonnet, 2 cloves of garlic. Smash them up. As the beef was frying, put that in as well, because it's not long to seal the beef. Everything's done, and then you add it's like a tomato based sauce, so it's a tomato sauce. I used like quite an expensive bottle of tomato based sauce. I could have done it, with normal tomatoes really, but it's quicker that way. And then the red wine, and then, as I say, let it reduce. Let everything simmer then to cook beautifully, and it turns thick. Do the pasta, so it's hot. This here is something I'm trying, is a chorizo sausage with some yellow pepper. There's some garlic in there. Did I put garlic? Yeah, garlic. But the garlic I used in that's from a jar, like a teaspoon of. And there's onion. And what else is in there? Sun-dried tomatoes. That's also been put in with some chili oil. And the chorizo gives off oil anyway. And I'm trying that first. Wow, straight away, tomatoey, the pepper comes through, and that chili oil just gives it it's not hot, but it's, and these I'm doing tomorrow. This is just a test run. Oh my god. Chips cooked in beef dripping. I've done a video on that. Right. It's on the channel. I haven't filmed it tonight. Right, 2 bottles. How are you doing? Anyway, going off on a tangent. How are you doing? Thanks for joining me. Reverend James. How are you doing, sir? See you in the morning. We're on a 4.5% knockout. Rich, warming ale with a clean, rewarding finish. I've had this before. And then we're going to have some of this Welsh Double Dragon, the national ale of Wales, and that's a 4.2%. Obviously been in the fridge. Come on, can't see. Lovely. Looking forward to this. I don't know if you can pick them up. The birds are doing their sort of even song before they roost. The bird song lately has been stunning, because it's obviously, shut up, spring's coming. God, I'm all thumbs and fingers lately. Spring is coming, and that's terrible. That would be sacked in a pub for. Let's try this. Now this should give me a kick. This. Oh, the steak taste. It's too much pasta, really, I think. Never judge pasta. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, there's a burn there. That is nice. Now here we go. It's one of these, is it? See the herbs? The green bit. Oh, excuse me. Wow, that's straight away. Excuse me. Wow. Oh, That's a lovely heat. It's like how can I describe this? When you, well, for me, it might be different for you. When you put Scotch bonnets, which are hot, ghost chilies, they're hot, combine them, the flavour is superb, and the heat is there now. It's intensifying as you go, and then I'm going to add to it. Then we'll have some richness from this. It doesn't go together really. This is how I am. Well, it doesn't traditionally go together. It's but it does in this house. Right. Cheers. Welcome home, baby. Oh, that's lovely. What a lovely drink. Beef dripping. Skin on, it's not burnt. I got a little pan. Just done a few of them. I thought I'd test them. Because tomorrow's meal is going to be, as I say, rump steak. Oh, this is just normal garlic flatbread. That's a must. Rump steak, dependent on the weather, it'll be either pan fried, in the kitchen, or I'll do it on the barbie. And I'm going to do some of these chips and beef dripping, some fried onions, and some mushrooms, which will be cooked and served in a garlic and cream sauce. I'm not really a person for adding wine to a lot of cooking. Wow. But that just works. Absolutely stunning flavour. Beefy, it's hot. Not meant to be hot. But like I say, if you come here, it's going to be... Oh, it's burning now. So what are you having yourselves? Excuse me, this might get messy. No, not too bad. Oh wow. Wow, this heat shows up more. It's weird chilies, you know. Reaper is hotter, but I prefer the taste of this. But Reaper doesn't make, well it does, but not straight away. Like now I'm sweating a bit, my nose running straight away, and yet Reaper's hotter, doesn't do that straight away. It's, you know, it's interesting how different foods, how different chilies affect different people. But this is a nice meal. I'm not a big pasta eater, but like this I'd eat it every day, well, you know, within reason. Oh, coats the mouth as well. Crunch on that. We've had, I think I said it, excuse me again. We've run out of I'm going to have to use some of this kitchen towel, excuse me. Lovely. The weather's strange. When it's sunny, it's absolutely stunning. It can be cold, obviously, but just a, you know, proper, you think, wow, spring's here. A few days later, snow or light dusting. I've got a clip somewhere. I'll try and show you now. That's when I was working. But driving through the country lanes, it's adds such a beautiful thing to the landscape. It changes the landscape so much. You know, I know snow can be a nuisance if you're trying to work or drive or whatever, if it's a lot. But you've got to admit, it looks absolutely stunning, doesn't it? This is the burn. Them steak, because it's been, I cut them quite small actually, thinking because it was quite a thick steak, so chopped it and halved it, kept halving it. But they're there, the little sort of, but it's worked. The sauce and everything's just lovely. I think it's the first time I've had this pasta. Pappadelle or something like that. Oh, that's burning. That's what it's about. Come on. Burn your bugger. Come on. Come on. Come to daddy. Weird. Wow, good combo. Rich, almost smoky flavour. Trying to think what give it that. Oh, it could be in the oil. Going to be excuse me, crunching away. Thinking about planting the onion soon, but holding off because we've had so many frosty. Mind you, I don't know if it affects onions too much, but I don't want them to go in too young, too small, you know. I'm still not decided on the tomatoes yet, but chilies I think I'm going to give either one or two a go. Probably broad beans, because they worked really well for me last year. And quite easy to maintain, you know. Beautiful. There's a museum called Beamish up in the northeast. I visited, and there's a video on there with Mike Greasley. But the shame was that they got a chip shop there, and apparently they cook in, I think it's beef dripping. It's just, but they were shut that day. It's typical, and I'll go back there just for the fish and chips. That was a lovely visit there. Nice place. Do you find the weather, well, maybe not in this country, abroad, over in the States or wherever you live around the world, is it weather stable where you are, or is it sort of doing silly things? Yeah, it's amazing. So that's why I'm holding out on the, as I say, the onions, broad beans, and I'm not sure about tomatoes, and then the chilies. I'll do chilies. 1 or 2 I think I'll do. Excuse me. Wow. I tell you what, if you got like a head cold or anything, get some of this down you. You won't have it for long, I'll tell you that. Sweating out of here. This is lovely. Do you know the gravy of this is so weird? It reminds me, it might be an insult actually, of a tin gravy. You know, have you ever had tinned steak and gravy? Like what do you call this? Like a steak and gravy, or you can, and it's absolutely stunning as a quick meal. The gravy, I always like the gravy in the tins, but this is similar. It reminded me of it. So I wonder if I can't see them using red wine though. Maybe they do, I don't know. But on a massive scale. I can guarantee there's no heat in there. I'm going to attempt a joke on you. I think it's quite apt for today, because I'll tell you after the joke when you don't laugh. So there's a queue of people standing outside this nightclub waiting to go in. And this chap, only about 4 foot tall, with 5 men with him, walked straight past everybody, straight to the front of the queue. And the man on the door, the bouncer, he said, where do you think you're going? He said, I'm coming in there. He says, you're not. He said, I'm a jockey. And he said, these 5 men, I ride their horses. He said, I'll tell you this, I've told you before, you're not coming in here with those trainers. Now he either got that or he went yeah. And in America, trainers as in sneakers, trainers as in horse trainers. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, you're very happy because it's the Grand National today in Liverpool, Aintree. This is stunning, I tell you. There's not too much of anything. It's all just come together. These are best eaten hot, because when you let them, well, they're warm now, but because I'm fiddling about filming and getting things ready, I mean, there's still a crunch. But when you have them hot out the pan, let them drain on some of this paper towel, sea salt on them, and then you get them in a crunch, and it's fluffy inside, and the flavour. Oh man. Right, oh there's some beef. That heat is hot, but it's just right. This is what I, this is, oh, I'm gonna, excuse me again. You can tell it's burning constant, and it reaches a peak and it's throbbing, and oh, that's what it's about for me. But I'm getting flavours, sweating, blow my nose a lot tonight, but that's what it does, and that's what I enjoy, as weird as that sounds. Right, waffle too much. That's a nice, that would go nice with a lot of things, this. Tomato, onion, pepper, bell pepper, sun-dried tomato, chili oil. Yeah. So I'll finish this, not much left there. I might keep that for later. Just finish this and this. And we'll wash it down with that. But you don't need to know that, do you? Because you're not going to be here to watch it. I'm going to say, Paul H, if you follow me on there, see you in the morning. I'll be using something I've purchased and found on eBay. Well, one of the products. So we'll see how that goes, and then that's it. Yeah, so look after yourselves. Thanks for joining me yet again. Sorry for the bad jokes. If you didn't laugh, I don't blame you. If you did laugh, something wrong with you. Are you got a sense of humour like me? But anyway, yeah, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. All the best, and bye bye. Cheers. Good timing.